We hear it time and time again. Entrepreneurs starting businesses born out of necessity. Well, today we meet a man who came up with the idea of making a better drumstick with no intentions of ever starting a business. 45 years later, Vic Firth is on a roll. Vic Firth has never had to drum up business. His customers have always come to him.
You know, it's just very, very comfortable. They're very consistent.
Vic Firth's a great stick company.
Considered the Gucci or the Louis Vuitton of drumsticks.
I tried the rest. These are the best.
When people think drumsticks, they think Vic Firth. The man behind the name says that his company's reputation is not just luck. His customers love his product because he won't stand for anything less than 100%.
It grew based on the fact that I demanded absolutely top quality of everything.
Firth's obsession with making the perfect drumstick didn't come out of a desire to start a company, just a need to create a better product for his own career as principal timpanist for the Boston Symphony.
I had no intentions of getting into a business. It was simply to supply a stick that was better than what was available. But I took it to a different height that demanded the most sophisticated playing you could do.
So he took what was available for drumstick selection at the time, did a little whittling, brought those to a wood turner and said, I need 5, 6 pairs of this stick to be copied.
And he hand-turned me the first sticks that ever came back with the name Vic Firth on them.
His music students at the New England Conservatory were the first to take notice.
Students started to see them and say, gee, those sticks are well balanced, play well, great sound. Can we buy some? So that's how it all began.
Vic sticks soon gained a reputation of being the best drumstick product out there.
I was the first one to guarantee drumsticks to be straight. And then I got the idea of pitch pairing them, which guaranteed that the moisture content, the flex, the balance, everything would be identical.
They package them together in a little cardboard piece. When you take them out, they're really actually a matched pair.
That innovation led to his now famous slogan, the perfect pair, a claim that's always irked his competition.
They said, how can you guarantee a stick to be straight? And my answer was, all you do is roll it on the dining room table. If it rolls straight, you sell it. If it doesn't, you burn it.
The slogan, the perfect pair, does pertain to the physical properties of the sticks, but it also conveys the attitude that we have in the company. Being perfect, being the best, being number one, making the best product, having the best value.
Vic Firth and company has spent years and years perfecting the art and the science of the drumstick.
At 78 years old, Firth is always on the move. And he runs his company the same way, with youthful exuberance, never satisfied with the status quo. He calls himself the continuous, unsatisfied customer, always challenging people to do things just a little bit better.
Well, there are no caps on standards as far as I'm concerned. We're constantly modifying and improving the manufacturing.
We do have the philosophy, if it ain't broke, we break it and try to come up with a better mousetrap.
He makes the 4-hour drive from Boston to his wood-turning factory in Newport, Maine once a week to make sure things are running smoothly.
And how are my favorite ladies doing today?
Quality control is very, very important here. Whatever we do for a job, we need to make sure that it is correct throughout the whole process.
The standards never changed. We do now daily 80,000 sticks a day.
Firth says they've captured 62% of the drumstick market.
And of course, Vic isn't satisfied with 62%. We'd like 80, 90, ultimately 100. Obviously, that's not realistic, but we never stop trying to improve and increase our market share.
Nowadays, Vic Firth sticks march to the beat of many different drummers, from classical to rock and roll and everything in between. He's also extended the brand into a gourmet division that makes rolling pins and peppermills, gaining the attention of some of the top stars in the food world.
I applied the same rules that I did with the drumsticks and got some signature peppermills. And those have been, Mario Batali in particular, has been very successful.
Firth has been running his company for 45 years. You'd think that after all that time and all his success, he'd be tempted to rest. But that's just not in the cards for Vic Firth.
Boy, I don't let go from nothing. So if you have a dream or you have a desire or a goal, go for it. Aim for the moon. If you only get halfway there, you're a hell of a ways up. And that's the mode in which I operate under.